Hey, what is up everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Command & Conquer remasters. I know a lot of you guys are probably pretty interested in this as Command & Conquer fans. Obviously the remasters are out. It is both Tib Dawn, the original Command & Conquer 95, and Red Alert. I'm going to start by taking a look at some Tib Dawn. So first of all, there's a few new things. Obviously it's remaster, so they've got some stuff going on. So the first thing is you've got these new control options. You can play modern control options. So you know, you can change when health bars are displayed. You can use right mouse. Obviously you couldn't use right mouse click back in the day. We've got improved graphics. Obviously that's the main thing. But there's also improved audio. So we've got all these new remastered tracks. Currently got it set to bonus, which has remaster and original and bonus tracks. I'll put it to remaster here. So yeah, there's all this new stuff, and obviously one of the main things you now have is skirmish and online. So you can now play quick match games of Tib Dawn and Red Alert 1. So here is the leaderboard. There's also this cool replay feature where you can search for specific players. Like here's all the recent games. If I wanted to search for like one of the high ranked guys, I could do that, and then I'd be able to find games including that guy. So yeah, and also there's an observe feature, which I believe has currently playing games, including quick match. So that's pretty cool. You can just load in, like here you go. Here's some guys playing on Green Acres in progress right now. So I can load into this, and I can just watch their game in action. Obviously, it's got this delay so that you can't like watch your buddy and tell him what's going on. So we'll just wait for the delay. So as you can see, the graphics are obviously much improved. It's pretty cool. The observer mode is cool. You've got the map here. You can close and open it. It tells you how many units have been killed, how many structures have been killed, how much money each player has. Yeah, you can see the map is a lot better looking than obviously it was back in the day. Just waiting for it to actually start. Here we go. So there you go. So here's the game in progress. This guy's playing Nod. He's got 4 refineries right now. Oh my god, this is a long game. And he's spamming bikes, which is kind of the meta game right now. Both players look like they're Nod. This guy has... I don't even know what that unit is. That's how long it's been since I played Tib Dawn. But there's a classic obelisk. Oh, we can mouse over it and see it. So it's an SSM launcher. Looks like the guy on the left has this one covered. He's got a big army, and the guy on the right is trapped in his base and is unable to get out. So yeah, I think the guy on the left's gonna win this one, but we're not gonna watch through that. Just wanted to show you that you've got this cool feature. Alright guys, so we're gonna start by taking a look at one of the remastered missions. So here is the remastered video. As you can see, it's dramatically better than it used to be. I'm pretty sure they've reshot these videos. So they've actually gone and, you know, got the actors and reshot them. You can see the graphics on the GDI base, not so much remastered. Alright, so our job is to capture a prison. So we've got to use an engineer to capture a prison. There's the attack bikes and buggies. A light tank. This bit not so much on the remastered. Alright, so we need to move our stuff over, find the Tiberium, and get MCV deployed. That's also a power plant. Alright, so one of the really cool things about the remasters is that you can, in between, like at any time during the mission, you can change from original to remastered graphics by pressing space. So if you think you're looking at this and you're thinking, is that much better than it used to be? Here is what it used to look like. So yeah, you can do this at any time. This is what it used to look like. You can do this in single player, you can't do it in quick match. But yeah, you get an idea of what it used to look like. And then you get an understanding of how much it's improved when you switch between them. Goddamn overpowered grenadiers. Those GDI Grens, man, those Grens are insane. Alright, so we've got our hand of Nod up, so we're going to start making riflemen, or minigunners as they're called. And we need to find the prison that we have to capture. And then we need to get engineers over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a second refinery as well. I'm going to send a scout bike out to try and find the prison. Alright, so there's the base. I suspect the prison is up in the top corner of that. We'll get second refinery here. I think the rest of the Tiberium is up this way. Go scout up there, and then we just want to spam minigunners pretty much.
Unit ready. Building. Insufficient funds.
Uh-oh, there's a lot of infantry up here.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
But yeah, the minigunner is basically the only thing we can really make this early in the game. This is like the third mission or something.
Unit ready. Building.
So we want to make loads of, basically we want to make lots of minigunners, and then we want to have them on guard mode
Building.
and scattered against grenadiers as well.
Unit lost. Building. Unit
Put these guys in guard mode.
Unit lost. Building.
Alright, so we're going to need at least one engineer, obviously, but we mostly just want minigunners.
Building.
And we need to push up towards their base.
Ready.
I'm pretty sure like rocket soldiers are just not efficient enough because they cost 3 times as much. I'm pretty sure minigunners are just way better.
Unit.
So I just want to make tons of minigunners.
Building. Unit.
This guard tower is going to be a little bit difficult to deal with, but it should be fine. We should be able to handle it with just infinite minigunners. You can see minigunners just have like really good damage in general for their cost. As the engineer, we'll grab him and bring him over.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Alright, I'm not sure if this is enough minigunners yet, but we'll go find out, I guess.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Alright, so we need to break a guard tower is the main problem. There's also the harvester. The AI aggressively uses its harvester to kill your infantry if you start attacking it. So you need to be careful there. Alright, looks like we did have enough minigunners.
Building.
Take out his barracks quickly. All these overpowered grenadiers. If we take out the Conyard as well, then he can't rebuild the barracks or the tower, which the AI will aggressively do.
Building.
Alright, there goes the Conyard. Now we just need to get our guys into the prison. We just need to get this engineer into this prison.
Ready.
Which should be, there it is. Don't want to attack it. Alright, here we go. Just get this engineer into the prison and we should finish the mission. It's an early mission, so it's not particularly difficult. There we go. So there you go, guys. There's the remasters. That's what it looks like. Obviously, in terms of gameplay, it's still the same. It's the same as it was in 95. It's better because you have better controls, but the actual core gameplay is the same. So if you're looking for a really big nostalgia hit, this is really good. It is like I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed going back and playing the classic 95 Command and Conquer. It's got the classic Geoscape layer where you get to choose your missions and so on. So yeah, I've really enjoyed going back and playing these missions again. But obviously, compared to modern games, it is a little lacking. So if you're looking for some old school, then this is great. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you guys some quick match as well. This is the main thing about remasters. You've got this leaderboard, you've got quick match and so on. So I'm going to be playing Nod. Nod is much better in Tiberium Dawn right now. In terms of like PvP, Nod is just dramatically stronger because attack bikes are basically nuts in Tib Dawn. GDI has to grenadier spam and has to put a lot of pressure on Nod very early on to stand a chance. Whereas Nod just bike spams and it's really, really strong. One of the big issues in Tiberium Dawn PvP though is that the way the Nod builds vehicles is the airfield, which means that if you're further to the right of the map, you actually produce units slightly faster than if you're far off to the left. Because once you finish building a unit, you have to wait for the plane to arrive before you can build more. So it is pretty silly the way that works, because if you are just favored if you're Nod on the right hand side of the map instead of the left. Alright, so here we go. This is some Tib Dawn 1v1. I don't know if I'm not sure I recognize this map. Okay, so I need to figure out where my opponent is likely to be. So we're going to go Hand of Nod. We go Power Plant, Hand of Nod, then Refinery. I think this map, my opponent is off to my left, I think. I'll build that Refinery. Obviously, back in the day, I actually think I'll get some minigunners to scout, but I think flame troops might actually just be a lot better. But back in the day, there's no such thing as fog of war in classic Tib Dawn and Red Alert. So once you scout an area, you can see it forevermore. But scouting early is super important because you can see literally the whole map. Once you've scouted it, you can see it forever. I believe my opponent should be down here somewhere. I played a few. Oh, there's his tank. Alright, we need to head back. He could kill my power plant or my harvester if I don't get back there and defend. I'll get a couple of rocket troopers and I'll send my tanks back. Obviously, we're building the airfield now. Yeah, he's going after my con yard.
Our base is under attack. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Still haven't found my opponent's base yet.
Ready.
The fact he's losing his tanks is a big misplay here. This is really bad play from my opponent. I'm going to be really far ahead if I just have 2 tanks to his none. Okay. Okay. I just said GG no re. A little weird. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's giving up or what. Oh, he has a bunch of helicopters. Okay. I'm gonna get rocket soldiers. Keep preparing this. Probably gonna have to just sell this. So this is a strategy that people use in PvP, which is a helicopter rush strategy. So it's not that big a deal that we lose the con yard. We sold it as well.
Unit ready.
So we're just gonna spam attack bikes. Attack bikes can beat helicopters. So we're not dead, even though he just said GG, because he is rude. I would say probably.
Building.
Yeah, we're just gonna spam attack bikes.
Reinforcements have arrived. Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements have arrived.
And we're gonna go after his base.
Unit ready. Building. Reinforcements.
We've also got this engineer from selling our con yard, so we can steal his.
lost. Mission.
Alright, and there you go. GG no re, I guess. So we do win. The guy, I don't know, he obviously thought the attack helicopter rush was going to kill me, but I already had my airstrip, so it just didn't matter. So I just made bikes and won the game. Alright guys, now we're going to take a look at Red Alert PvP. Alright, so here is some Red Alert PvP. Red Alert PvP is kind of weird. It actually has less diversity even than Tib Dawn. So in Red Alert PvP, you play allies basically, because allies have tanks and tanks are overpowered. Sorry, have 2 tanks, and Soviets start with 1. And basically you make barracks, spam some militia or militants, whatever they're called, the minigunners, to defend your base early and to stop your opponent scouting. And then you just go medium tank spam afterwards. Alright, so there's my opponent's tank. So there's a thing called Q move, which is where you attack an opponent and then you hold Q and move, and your unit will move whilst attacking, which units take like dramatically less damage if they're moving. So by doing this, you get to shoot and move, which is really strong. So this is why we have these minigunners, is so that we have additional damage against his tank in the early game. That's why you build all these minigunners. So yeah, we're gonna go War Factory now, and then we're gonna just make medium tanks pretty much. Infantry is basically useless after the early game. But yeah, because we have the minigun support, we take out his tank here. So now we're like very slightly ahead because we have an extra tank. This guy hasn't died yet. We're going to send him to go scout the guy's base. And once we get the War Factory, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ore, truck, and then medium tanks. And I'm going to build another power plant.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to build another refinery, because if you start bottom on this map, you can move up to here and grab these resources as well, which gives you a bit of an advantage. So I'm base creeping with these ore silos, and I should get this harvester to mine the gems as well. So we're going to get another refinery. Normally I wouldn't go this hard on the economy, but I think it's okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
on this map, I think it's good to get the extra economy.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, so then we start making medium tanks.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
And that's what it's really all about, is just the medium tank spam.
Affirmative.
So once this second refinery is done, I'm going to build a second war factory. Second war factory increases your speed that you build tanks at. He's gone 2 war factories very early as well, so he's going to be... He's also just sold his Conyard. That's actually a very standard play in Red Alert. But he's going to be all-inning me pretty soon, so I need to be making more tanks.
Construction complete.
Let's get this refinery, and then we'll get another war factory.
Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
But yeah, I've gone for a slightly greedier build, and he's gone for a more standard,
Waiting.
aggressive build.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
Once I have my second war factory, I'll also sell my Conyard. I should actually sell my barracks now as well.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir.
Alright, he's going light tanks instead of medium. So I believe medium tanks are worse than light.
And waiting.
But light tanks are good for base snipes, which is probably what his plan is here.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Very well. Very affirmative. At once.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
acknowledged.
Yeah, he's just going to spam medium tanks and try and snipe my base with it. So I'm going to sell my... Well, I really want my second war factory before I sell my construction yard.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
He has way more tanks than I do, which is very bad.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Lost.
Affirmative. No. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Cannot
I'm going to build a turret as well.
No. Reporting. No. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative.
I'm going to sell my construction yard now because I need the extra resources for tanks.
Knowledge.
Sell these as well.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
No. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yeah, the number of tanks he has is a big problem. I do believe medium tanks are better, but
No. Affirmative.
because he went for such a cheap... He went for a very cheap early build. I'll sell this as well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Unit
Okay.
ready.
Okay. Vehicle reporting. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Waiting. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative.
I have way more economy than him because I have this third harvester as well. So if I can survive the tanks,
Ready.
I will. I should end up winning if I can survive his all-in.
Lost. Unit lost.
That just requires me making more medium tanks than he can deal with, basically.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative.
My tanks just aren't moving around enough. I'm not microing them right.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
That's why I'm struggling here.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Acknowledge.
funds.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
lost.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Ready and awaiting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Knowledge.
I'm not sure where his next wave of tanks is, to be honest. I'm surprised he hasn't sent any more in yet.
Unit ready.
I'll bring these guys back as well.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Need to keep this refinery alive. It's obviously very bad if I lose my last refinery, because then I'm broke.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Knowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
On hold.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Knowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Okay,
Building.
we are technically still alive.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Vehicle. Reporting.
Oof, man, that's kind of a tough one.
Waiting order. Knowledge.
Unit
So I've
ready.
got to stop these tanks as well. So I'm actually going to block the route. I'm going to block the bridge with my tanks. That didn't work. It just didn't work at all.
Reporting or knowledge. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
There we go. I blocked his tank there. So we did get it. We did finish it off in the end. Okay,
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative.
finally, I think we might be safe to go. So now we can go after his base now.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
We're getting to the point where we're pretty safe. Honestly, we should win pretty soon
Very well. Yes, sir. Agreed.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Very well. Affirmative.
because we survived the light tank attack.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yeah, you can see he's only got a couple of light tanks because he's broke now because he went for all-in.
Affirmative.
He doesn't have much economy, whereas I went mad economy. So yeah, here he goes, surrenders. Oof, that was a close one. That was a close one there, but we did take it down. I think I shouldn't have gone such a greedy build. You can see, like, resources gathered. I've got way more than twice. I've got over twice what he had. My tank micro wasn't great. I just beat him on resources, basically. But yeah, close game. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it for remasters. That's all the things I'm going to show you. Just wanted to show you the, you know, it's got the new tracks. It's got the new functionality. It's got the quick match. It obviously looks way nicer. I'm not sure what their thoughts are in terms of how much they're going to be patching it, or if they're going to be making the metagames more interesting. Because at the moment, the Red Alert metagame is just medium tank spam, and the Tib Dawn metagame is basically just bike spam. But it's quite a simple game to get into. They're pretty quick games. They're pretty fun. Yeah, I definitely don't mind it. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. So if we take a quick look at this guy, this is Faust. He's like first or second on the ladder. I can't remember which. Him and Ford are first and second. We've got this this way to search for people's games. So we can search for like this top player's game, and you can watch his game. I'm not going to watch the whole replay, but you can see. Yeah, you can search for players. You can download the replays. You can watch. It's got this tracking feature, so we can skip ahead. So here you see Faust is gone. One refinery sold his barracks almost immediately. There's the war factory. After he's got one war factory, what does he do? Skip ahead a bit. So he's gone double harvested, double war factory. He starts making tanks. There's double refinery. So this is quite a big map. This is quite an economy map. That's why he's doing that. But you can see both players just spamming medium tanks pretty much. That's what the game actually comes down to. And if we skip ahead to the fight, see if we can find where these guys actually engage each other. Here we go. So both players have a ton of tanks. Here's the fight. Oh my god, yellow has so many tanks. So it looks like yellow's got infinite tanks, and blue, which is Faust, he's massively turret crawled. He's like base crawling all the way to his opponent's base with power plants. And now he's attacking on two angles. Yeah, so you can see yellow has a stupid number of tanks, but blue is attacking from both directions, and he's got this massive base crawl, so he's going to be ahead in economy probably, because he's also got a third refinery. And yeah, this guy's harvesters have all been pushed off the map now. So he's going to fall behind really quickly in economy, but the tank fight is what really matters. So if we take a look at how these guys micro their tanks, you can see Faust pulls out when the tanks come back. It kind of looks like Zone is just got all his tanks in one gigantic control group. And here you can see this is what it's about. It's about focus firing down stationary tanks. If you look at where the shots hit moving tanks, they don't do that much damage to them. You see, like there, that tank just took 2 volleys, which obviously is a lot. And this tank here is not taking that much damage. But if you watch like when a tank stops, like this one, and everything shoots it, it just goes down really quickly. So that's kind of what the game is about. It's just about medium tank spam and controlling your tanks better than your opponent by using that Q move. So Q move is literally, it's you hold down Q and it is Q move, so you Q moves up. So you go attack this thing, Q a move, and then your tanks will drive along whilst shooting the enemy tank, which is how you do this this movement while shooting. Because if you try and play this game, if you tried to play Red Alert PvP and you didn't understand how this works, you would think that you're meant to move, then attack, then move, then attack, and that doesn't work. Because every time you order an attack, all your tanks stop, and then when you order a move, they stop shooting. So it's Q move. You have to order them to attack, then hold down Q and order them to move somewhere, and then they will continue attacking whilst moving. So you can see Faust with his attack on both sides. He's annihilating this guy's base. He's way ahead in tanks now. Like, he's just out micro zone pretty hard in tanks. So yeah, it looks like Faust is going to win this one pretty comfortably. There's like another 30 seconds left on the replay, but I suspect that yellow's about to surrender, given the state of the game. Like, there's no way he kills all of the base, and blue is all over him. And yeah, you can see Faust basically, his tank control was much better than Zone's. And despite Zone starting with a much larger tank force, Faust is now dramatically ahead in tanks. And there you go, there's the surrender from Zone. Alright guys, so yeah, hope you enjoyed that. That is the remasters. In terms of recommendation, I would say if you want to play some remaster PvP, also if you want to play Tib Dawn or Red Alert PvP, this is probably the place to do it now, because it has good functionality for online. I know you used to be able to play these things in like CNCnet, and I'm not saying don't use CNCnet. I'm sure CNCnet's great. I've never tried it, so I don't know. But this has such good inbuilt functionality I would say this is a really good place to go for it. And if you're thinking about whether or not to buy it, it really comes down to, do you want that nostalgia hit? Do you want to play old school Command & Conquer? Because the game is the same as it was before, so it's not like an insane game for 2020. It's an amazing game for 1995, but you know, that was a long time ago. So if you're thinking, should I buy it? Your question should be like, how much do I want to go back and play CNC again? Or if you're interested in the online, I would definitely say get it. I would say the remaster easily worth it for online. I mean, also they're not very expensive. Let's be real here. I think it's like $20 for the remasters. That is not an unreasonable price at all. Like a proper new game these days is, you know, $50 or whatever. And if you're paying for anything in Rivals, you're never ever gonna do anything with $20. So $20 is really not that much. But yeah, I would say I'd recommend it. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little look into the remasters. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more remaster content, because I'm probably gonna play more online Red Alert. I'm actually like rank 118 right now, which is not great. Obviously, it's not a big deal, but I'll probably play a little bit more remasters. So if you guys want more content, let me know, and I can probably make that happen. And Bike Rush is up here in third at the moment, below Forced and Fouled. Forced and Forward, sorry. So yeah, Bike Rush, a lot of you will surely know Bike Rush. He's doing full-time remaster now, playing a lot of free-for-alls, and he's currently third on the ladder. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you all next time.